All right, we got the inspired part. Now let's get to work.
All right. So basically, I found this video online on YouTube, and I wanted to show Darren because I thought it looked pretty good. It's Quentin Tarantino's review on the Joker. So I thought we should check
No,
that out.
what's crazy is I've been watching a lot of Quentin Tarantino movies. I've been catching up like the whole quarantine. So like I just like for the first time I watched Inglorious Bastards within like the last 6 months. Pulp Fiction, Reservoir Dogs. I've already seen Django like before that. Jackie Brown. But yeah, those are the things I caught up on kind of during quarantine. So I
I
don't know. I
love Quentin
respect
Tarantino's movies.
yeah, I respect his writing, especially his dialogue, but definitely his like overall just I would say discography, but I feel like that's more musical. But anyway, let's go. I'm ready.
Okay, so now subversion on a massive level. Audience response, cause and effect on the screen, feeling the atmosphere in the theater change, getting to where you're going as far as the movie is concerned. We talked about all these things.
Mm-hmm.
The talk show sequence in The Joker encompasses all of these things on a profound level, a level that I think is over most viewers' heads, frankly, to tell you the truth. I'm watching The Joker in the theater for the first time. I'm liking the movie well enough. I'm liking it. I'm having a little bit of a conversation in my head, though, as I'm watching the movie. I'm like, okay, is this where we live now, where we just take great movies from the 70s and redo them as pop cultural artifacts? So Taxi Driver is the Joker, Apocalypse Now is Ad Astra. I mean, is everything some weird pop culture artifact of a challenging movie from another time? On the bad side of Joker, I would say through most of it, well, it's a little one note. On the good side, well, the movie actually moves pretty quick, especially for like a forced perspective, oppressive movie like that. The movie actually tells its story pretty efficiently. Then it gets to the talk show scene. And you feel the entire atmosphere in the theater change. It's not suspense, it's beyond suspense. They are riveted. It's everybody is completely plugged in. I've talked to people, if you saw this movie on an airplane, if you watched this movie streaming, if you watched this movie on DVD, you didn't fucking see the movie. You got a hand job as opposed to having great sex. You got a hand job as opposed to a threesome.
Hey, don't knock hand jobs.
No, actually,
And then
watch yourself a pretty good hand job. All right, it's not a threesome. The thing is, but the subversion on a massive level, the thing that's profound is this: is it's not just suspenseful. It's not just riveting and exciting. The director subverts the audience because the Joker's a fucking nut. The guy's a fucking nut. Robert De Niro's talk show character is not a movie villain. He seems like an asshole, but he's not any more of an asshole than David Letterman. He's just an asshole comedian, talk show guy. He's an asshole David Letterman type. He's not a movie villain. Doesn't deserve to die. He hasn't, he's just an asshole. And people like asshole comedians.
That's
Yet, while the audience in the movie theater is watching the Joker, they want him to kill Robert De Niro. They want him to take that gun and stick it in his eye and blow the back of his fucking head off. And if the Joker didn't kill him, you would be pissed off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely.
That is subversion on a massive level. They got the audience to think like a fucking lunatic and to want something that they would never. And they will lie about it. They will say, "No, I didn't," and they're fucking liars. They did.
That's not. Yeah.
I wanted to ask you because
So here's my thing with that. He's right because I don't know if it made you a lunatic, but also because in the movie they do a real good job of making you understand the Joker. That's why a lot of people like that movie. So when you get to that point, you see that you see it through his eyes that talk show host really is an asshole, but he's an asshole to him. And at some point in the movie, you really like sympathize. Well, I guess at the beginning of the movie, you really sympathize with him. You try to put yourself in his shoes. So when that happens and everything happens, I think it was a real okay. Yeah, you do want to. Yeah, because you sympathize with him. If his enemy is your enemy, I don't know how to explain it. Like his ally will be ally, but you realize that he don't really have any allies. Like no matter how many clowns are in the street, like I don't know. I don't know. I think it is a good. Yeah, yeah. I think he doesn't tell a lie there. We do think like a lunatic in that situation. That's what I would think. What you think, Rob?
I loved it. I loved every piece of it. It made me think about me thinking. It made me think back to when I saw the movie in the theater.
Mm-hmm.
What I was thinking. I was kind of blown away by that movie. First of all, that knife scene before that, where he kills that guy he used to work with.
Yeah.
I didn't see that shit coming at all. Well, at least I did. I did. I saw it coming, but it happened so quickly, it caught me off guard.
Yeah, you know what? That
And
one
just,
and
little shit like that. But I love the whole late night show scene. I love the whole thing.
It did it great.
Dark Knight Returns vibes. I think that's what they were referencing.
You know what? It's so weird though, because he's right when you do feel the whole film changes at that point. You feel me?
Right.
It goes from a movie where you like, okay, I sympathize with this dude, but at the same time, I can't agree with this way because he just has a crazy life. But then you find out, oh, hold on, his life is crazy, but he's also crazy. So, and what I mean by crazy, because I don't like to use that word. For him, his life was crazy. It was chaotic. Hey, his mom, that whole situation, and then the fact that
I didn't see that shit coming.
that was probably one of the best twists in that movie that I don't think goes over, like that just doesn't get enough.
That was what do you call it? The straw that breaks the camel's back.
Yeah, because that whole scene when he went to the clinic was amazing. Like that.
Oh, not
like,
that scene. When he popped up in old girl's house in her apartment.
Yeah, that was dope. That was dope because when they played it back and it went to all the scenes that you thought she was there and he was just alone, it's like, man, like, sheesh, how? Because it shows you that he's not all the way there. Yeah, he's not all the way there, but it's weird that somebody that's not all the way there has to tell the rest of the world that the world is not all the way there either. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. I mean, but I guess if you know the situation, you don't speak from the situation.
He just got beat up for being a clown before being a clown at the time.
Yeah.
I mean,
Now he does. Now he just defends himself a little bit overtly. Well, not defends himself because at a certain point it wasn't defending. At one point it was defending, and it just turned into murder. It is what it is, man. That was like Quentin Tarantino has a great breakdown of that movie. That's really good, and it makes you really want to like analyze movies and like be like, okay,
yeah,
this happened. This is why I love his movie so much, man. It really makes you. The first time you watch it, you just gotta really get the breakdown, get the story, and get everything. That's why I like his movies.
Well, yeah, I really like that video. I thought you would like it a lot. thank you guys for watching the video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe down below. And make sure you follow us on all our social
Down
medias.
below. All the social
Twitter,
medias.
Instagram, Facebook, we're on all that shit. Thank you.
TikTok. All of that. East to the Middle East with potato grease. I gotta get closer to saying it. All right, then, y'all.
From small to triple XL. All inspired by Ambition gear at inspiredbyambitionpro.com.